Hello, guys. How are we? This is episode 23, the Strength and Stoic podcast. And today I brought you a subject which is why we stay with bad habits. Now, the honest question, think about one bad habit in your life, just one. Something you already know is not good for you. You don't need to say it out loud, just notice it. Now ask yourself a simple question. If I know this habit hurts me, why do I still do it? Most people think the answer is weakness. It is not. Bad habit stays for deeper reason. Yes, guys, bad habits are following us everywhere, but I have a good news. Me, as a master of the bad habits, I'm able to get rid of them one by one. So you have hope as well. And now I'm gonna open up the way how you have to do it. And also, if I can grab the opportunity to offer you a book or audio book, it depends which you prefer. It's the James Clear book. It's the Atomic Habitos, in Spanish, Hábitos Atómicos. It's a very good book. I just started this morning. I'm listening meanwhile I'm walking. And I just have to say it's very good. It's nothing scientification. And it's very easy to understand the language. And it talks to people who need solution. You know, it's nothing out of this world, so everybody could understand. So I recommend to you to listen it and or read it or spend some money on it. It's gonna be a good investment for you if you want to make your habits better. Now, familiarity feels safe. Bad habits feel familiar. Even when they hurt, your brain prefers what it knows over what it doesn't know. A bad habit is predictable. You know how it starts, you know how it ends. Change is unknown. Unknown feels dangerous to the brain. So people choose familiar pain instead of unknown change. Exactly, guys. Sometimes we are more scared than how we're gonna look like when we are successful, or how we are going to look like when we don't have that habit, than how we are going to look all our life with the bad habits. This you can implement into your relationship as well. When you have toxic partnership, you know what to expect. So your brain starts to stay in the safe zone because this is how we are working. Even though you know it's bad for you, but because you know what is the outcome, we are rather stays with those bad habits or bad relationship or bad things than change it, because we don't see how our life is gonna look like to the other side. But how Mulder and Scully said, the truth is at the other side with the bad habits as well. Don't be afraid, guys, to change your bad habit. It's better if you start earlier than later, but again, as I said before, nobody late from them life. So don't think then you are too old or you cannot change. Yes, you can, and you supposed to change because you have responsibility towards to yourself. So guys, don't get familiar with the bad habits, especially if it's consuming your money or your relationship with people, because many times our bad habits cost too much to keep them up. Again, here I'm not gonna give the key to people who have serious addiction or anything like that. If you have serious addiction, go and talk to doctor, or go to talk people who are actually have much deeper knowledge and experience with this. I'm just giving you a bit of a frame what was working for me. So I don't want to look like I'm a doctor or anything like that. I'm just sharing opinion with you. Okay, just let's make it clear. Bad habits give relief. Bad habits give relief, not happiness, relief. They reduce stress for a moment. They stop thinking for a moment. They distract you from problems. Alcohol, scrolling, eating, smoking, avoiding work. They all say the same thing. You don't have the you don't have to feel this right now. The relief is powerful. That is why habits return. This is I can put here the habit of neglecting. We are rather suffering than do the things. A very good example from last night. Yeah, I wanted to listen this book because my wife is reading this book, or she bought a book. She a little bit give up the reading, but I'm sure she's gonna go back. And I said to her, "Baby, I need to top up my phone because I will use the time. Meanwhile, I'm walking at the morning to listen this audio book instead of to listen Thunderstruck. If you see 50-second time during I'm walking, which is amazing, and I love the track. And if you ever been a power lifter, you know why. But yeah, you can use your time, especially if you do things like me or so many things. If I spend más o menos 2 hours with this morning routine, or 1.5 for sure. And imagine if you read for 1.5 hours every day, how many books you can actually finish, or how many audio books in my case. So, and I said, but I need to go and top up my phone. And I was begging to her in a funny way, come with me to the Chino shop. Literally, it's not even 5 minutes walk, 3 minutes walk to top up my phone, la la la. And she was very right. She was giving me a bit of hard time that you are talking to people, you have to be the man, and you don't want to go alone to the shop. You need to go, you need to man up, you need to la 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 la. And she was very right, and she know how to push me and put her finger into my sensitive part of my soul. So end of the day, I went and I top up my phone, and this morning I could listen the book, which was absolutely amazing. So this is the habit of the neglection, and I'm master of it. And many times we don't even realize when we have these habits, or scrolling or eating. Eating is very dangerous as well. Many times we are emotional eater, and we want to be we want to eat that much, then we can only care about how full we are, and then it comes the bad feeling. Then we tell ourselves, should eat and la 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 la. Yeah, we all know this devil circle. Yeah, identify is the trap. After time, habits becomes part of identity. People say, this is just who am I. I always been like this. When a habit becomes identity, quitting feels like losing yourself, but that is a lie. You are not your habit. You are the one repeating it. Very important, guys, when we want to get rid of bad habits, when we need to change our identity. Very important. I'll give you an example. Yes, two smoker is in the room, and somebody offered them cigarettes. One of them says, "No, thank you, I'm trying to quit." And another one say, "No, thank you, I'm not a smoker." What is the difference? The difference is the identity. The second one changed his identity. He is not declaring himself as a smoker. The first one is still declaring himself as a smoker, and he's trying. Never try, guys. Do it or don't do it. I remember when in 2013, I was doing preparation for the Hungarian National Powerlifting Championship. That time the scene was only single ply lifting. If you know powerlifting, you know everything. I'm not gonna get into the explain because it's no point. So there was a coach. He was a very modest, but very cool guy, and he literally put all his life into powerlifting. He wasn't the best, but he could achieve some good numbers, like well above the average. But he was not like prodigy style or whatever. But he was very consistent with his work, and he really believed in himself. and he only did what was actually needed for powerlifting. He was not doing any other exercises which was not supporting or serving his goal. So yeah, he is an amazing sportsman, and shows as well you don't have to be world class to be an amazing sportsman or no sportsmanship. So one day when I talked to him, I said to him, or before I started to squat, I'm not sure, it was a long time ago when I lived in Dublin, and I said to him, I'm going to try to squat 300 kilos today. And what he said to me, don't try, do it or don't do it, but never try. So this is my advice to you guys as well. When you want to get rid of a bad habit, don't try, do it or don't do it. But again, don't expect you can change overnight. And I can recommend to you to start with small things. Don't start to change from Tuesday to Wednesday. Try to only first wash your dishes, clean your clothes, fold your clothes, and then from those little habits, if you keep pushing, but you have to keep pushing, this is the key, this is the secret. Even though when you don't want at the beginning, it feels very unuseful, but if you just become better every day 1% than the day before, if you add it together, that's 365 percentage, which is 3.5 times better than how you were in 1st of January, which is, I think it's a quite significant number. So you just need to be a little bit better than yesterday, and then slowly, you're gonna achieve what you want to achieve. So what you have to do is start with small habits. Wash the dishes every night. This is what I do as well. And now I can say, guys, I'm over 2 weeks. And I do now without thinking every night before I go to bed. Even when I was very tired, I still wash the dishes. I don't leave dirty plates in the sink. And it's a small thing, but actually changes a lot how you think about your life, because then you're able to change many things in your life as well. I just tell you guys, I was all my life, I was a nail biter. So now I'm gonna change this as well. Also as well, it's in the book. Don't think that I became a wizard from one day to another. No, but I'm feeding my mind with good habits, which is one of them is a listening audiobook. So I recommend to you to listen audiobook. Okay. Now guys, then to the finish, I will tell you why fighting doesn't work. Many people fight bad habits. They use anger, they use shame. That usually fails. Fighting yourself creates more stress. Stress pushes you back to the habit. You don't change habits with hate, you change them with understanding. Exactly, guys. And when you understand your problem, you do something better, and then you become proud of yourself, and you have to hold on to the proudness, and the proudness is gonna save you from your bad habits. Okay, so this is the way how you do it. You don't hate yourself. You don't. And we already talked about it. We don't talk bad about ourselves. We only talk about with capital letters about ourselves. So don't talk like I'm a shit, I'm no good, la, because that creates your reality as well, okay? And a better way, start with awareness, not quitting, just noticing. Notice what feeling comes before the habit. Tired, lonely, bored, stress. When you see the pattern, the habit lose power. Again, many times, guys, I said to you, you have to look yourself a little bit from outside perspective. Watch what you thought, watch what you think, what you eat, what your feelings are as well. Be like a little bit like a sky, and the thoughts and the habits and everything, just a little clouds on the sky, and just watch them and understand them, why they are coming. But you are not your habits, you are not the clouds, you are the sky. So the sky is eternity, and all of the things are just moving left and right, and you just have to keep an eye those clouds, how they are behaving, and then you can control yourself. Bad habits don't stay because you are weak, they stay because they serve a purpose. When you understand the purpose, you can replace it. Change doesn't start with force, it starts with honesty. Exactly, guys. Every morning when you wake up, sit 10 minutes beside your bed and think about what you're doing wrong, and I guarantee you the answer will come. And then you know what you have to do. It was always front of you. You don't have to create nothing because the things are front of us, has always been, and all the knowledge is done already, as I said, thousand and thousand years ago. We just need to turn down the noise and understand what we have to change. Quote of the day: you don't repeat habits because you are broken, you repeat them because they feel safe. Exactly, guys. Don't feel safe with your bad habits. Only better things can wait for you on the other side if you try to be better, but you cannot be better with 100%. One day to the other, you have to be better with 1%, and every day 1%, and then end of the year, you're gonna have 365%. Guys, I wish you a lovely day. I promise to you, I will talk more about how to beat bad habits. But this was for today. I'm reading this book, and whatever I learned from that book, I will, or listen this book, I will share with you. Have a lovely day, guys. Ciao, 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 ciao.